Today, we're going to practice multiplying and dividing monomials. Let's take a look at question number 1. I can see that it says the quotient, which means like the answer to a division problem, of negative 18 x to the sixth divided by 6x to the third is equal to what? We've got 4 options. What we're going to do is try to work through the problem and see if we can eliminate any right off the bat. And I can see that we've got a number of coefficients in our answers that are similar. So A and B are both negative 3, and I can see that C and D are both negative 12. And when I'm looking at it, I know that with the division problems, we divide the coefficients first. So when I'm looking at it, I know that 18 divided by 6 is what? That's going to give us negative 3 right off the bat. So I know that we can eliminate, before we go any further, options number C and D. So let's get rid of those. And now let's take a look at the rest. I see that it's x to the third, x to the sixth and x to the third. And we know that with division problems, we subtract the exponents. So what I'm going to do is x to the sixth minus 3. And that's going to give us what? X to the third. So the answer to this is negative 3, because 18 divided by 6 is negative 3, x to the third. And is that an option? It sure is. Option number A. This is our answer. Let's take a look at number 2. I can see that it's asking us for the product. And when I see the word product, that tells me that we're going to be multiplying. And it wants us to multiply this term by this term. And again, we can see if we can eliminate any right off the bat. And I know that I see the coefficient is 3 and negative 4. And when I'm looking at that, I know that 3 times negative 4 is going to give us negative 12. And so we can eliminate A right off the bat because that's negative 7. We can eliminate B because that doesn't have a coefficient. So we know that it's either C or D. And let's work through the rest of this problem. Because it's multiplying, I know that the rules for exponents mean that we're going to be adding them. And let's take a look at it. So I'm looking at the first term. We want to make sure that the bases are the same. And so we're adding the exponents for the x's. And I know that x2 plus 3 is going to give us what? X to the fifth. And when I'm looking at the second set of bases, I see the y's right here, right? The exponents are 3 and 4. So I'm going to be adding y to the third plus 4, and that's going to give us y to the seventh. So when we put this together, we know that the answer is negative 12, x to the fifth, y to the seventh. And is that an option? Yep. Option number D. Letter C. D is not an option. C is excellent. Let's take a look at question number 3. It says product, and I know if it says product, that again means we're going to be multiplying. And I know that the coefficients here are what? 4 and 5, and I know that 4 times 5 is 20. And I can see that we've got just a single set of variables, so we've got 2 sets of x's, and the 4 and the 5. We're going to be adding these exponents. So x plus 4 plus 5 is x to the ninth. Let's see if, now we got to combine these, right? 20 and x to the ninth. Let's see if that's an option. And it sure is. I can see that it is option number C, 20 x to the ninth. Let's take a look at question number 4. It says if this term is divided by this term, the quotient is what? So it wants to divide this by this. That means 15x to the 6y is going to be on top. It's going to be our numerator. And that negative 3 x to the third is our denominator. So now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be sort of evaluating this. 15 divided by 3 is 5. But because there's the negative 3 here, it's going to be negative 5. And the rule for exponents when we're dividing is that you subtract them. So it's going to be x to the sixth minus 3. And that's going to give us x to the third. And so far we have negative 5 x to the third, and then all I see is just 1y. So that's not going to change. We're going to simply add that to here. We can't do anything with it. And this is our answer. Let's see if that's an option. And it certainly is. It is option number B. Letter B. Excellent. And you guys are going to spend the rest of class working on these 2 pages. If you have any questions, please let me know. Good luck.